Ke'Bryan Hayes is back. But to be back, he had to have struggled. And that's where this video starts. Hayes was once the 9th overall prospect, ranked ahead of guys like this. To say Hayes hasn't quite hit the top prospect expectations is probably fair. But people have always known what Hayes has been as a player. Coming up, people knew Hayes was a perennial Gold Glover, and it was a matter of if his bat would translate to the major league level. Part of his high rating was large in part to his electric September call-up in 2020, where he finished the month with a .376 average, .442 on base, and a .682 slugging, giving him a 1,124 OPS. However, the next two seasons were really disappointing from the offensive side, finishing as a below-average hitter both seasons. But there were some positive underlying statistics that led fans to believe there was a good hitter somewhere down in there. Hayes has always been known as a ground baller. His launch angle was closer to a GPA than the launch angle of an elite hitter. The belief was that if he could improve that one aspect of his games, his batted ball data would play out very well. I wouldn't know who would be crazy enough to believe something like that. But with everyone secretly hoping and praying for a successful year behind the plate, Hayes failed. To say Hayes was well short of expectations would be an understatement. People were calling for Hayes to be benched, traded, DFA'd, everything you can imagine. It all came crashing down on May 28th. In Seattle. With 3 strikeouts the day prior, Hayes doubled down with a 4-strikeout game, including a gut-wrenching strikeout with the bases loaded in the top of the 10th inning. Fast forward 3 days to a game against the Giants, where Hayes started a hot streak, which has seen him raise his average and on-base percentage by around 40 points, and his slugging percentage up almost 100 points, and somehow landed Hayes as an exactly league average hitter. Before we can say too much about that, let's take a look at what Hayes did to become a good hitter once again. Let's see if you can see the difference. Did you see it? I'll play it back one more time. Hayes has incorporated a toe tap into his leg kick that his hitting coach, Andy Haynes, has been trying to incorporate for some time. After reaching the all-time low, Hayes needed a change and decided to finally listen. Since incorporating the toe tap, Hayes has been on fire, hitting .559 with a .941 slugging percentage, including matching the amount of home runs he has hit throughout the rest of the season combined. The first of which came in a big spot against the St. Louis Cardinals, where Giovanni Gallegos did his best Edwin Diaz impression. Other highlights on the hot streak include a home run the following day and a 5-for-5 day against the Mets with 4 RBIs. While the current level of production is unsustainable, the adjustment may lead to long-term success. Hayes has accredited not only the adjustment physically, but also the mindset he has at the plate. He wanted to get back to that 2020 level of confidence at the plate, and with a shift on both sides of hitting, Hayes might just be back.